All right, guys, it is that time again. Time for another Seattle Mariners check-in. 72 games, or actually 73 because I'm late again, and I meant to get this up yesterday, but didn't happen. So it's actually 73 games. I'll mainly focus on those first 72 games for the purposes of this video, but let the record show that the Mariners are 37 and 36, which is above 500. They have won more than they've lost. And unlike the early good results from this Mariners team, this seems a little bit more real and a little bit more sustainable. I don't want to jinx anything. I don't want to say I think this team is going to make the playoffs, but they've kept themselves in play, and they've done it despite taking some injuries to key players. So they're holding it together, and I don't know if it is going to sustain, but it feels a little more believable right now. And I have to give a lot of credit to this team, even if things go poorly from here on out, for getting to this point with some ounce of credibility left. So, whatever happens from here on out, I want to say that to this point into 2021, the Mariners have played better than I would have expected. And I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing. And they're doing it without any of the young guns, with the exception of maybe Logan Gilbert coming up and playing well. So we're getting help from unexpected areas, and it's going pretty well. So let's take a look at those 10 games between 62 and 72. We finally beat Detroit, but still lost the series. And after taking a couple L's to Cleveland, including one really brutal one where we had a 3-run lead with 1 out left and blew the game, which was, atrocious, just awful. It felt like the party was over. It really felt like, okay, now we're going to slide into being a bad team. We're just going to have a bad team with a bad record. And we're probably going to start getting involved in conversations for trading guys like Mitch Haniger and Jake Fraley before the trade deadline. But we pulled out that last game against Cleveland. We took 2 of 3 against Minnesota. And I didn't really think that it was meaningful until these last few games against Tampa Bay, because Tampa Bay might be the best team in the AL, if not the best team in the league. And after we were getting smacked around by Cleveland, after we blew that game last week, especially, I was thinking to myself, okay, maybe we do well against Minnesota because they're bad this year. And we did take 2 or 3 against them, but it doesn't really matter because Tampa is Tampa, and the party's going to stop there. And we've already won the series. We have one more game against them today. And yeah, the party actually got bigger. So yeah, Mariners playing well right now. And who do we give credit to? Mostly, I would say JP Crawford and Jake Fraley. And I forgot to mention Jake Fraley in my last video, but he is back, and he's still doing the same stuff he was doing before. He's playing really well. He's shown that he does have some power. He's hit 4 home runs, which I didn't really expect to be part of his game. But Fraley is jacking home runs right now. His ops plus is 171. I know it's a small sample size, but this dude knows how to work a pitch count. He knows how to go hit bad pitches and still get hits out of them. Knows how to get walks. Knows how to swing at the right pitches. He's just, again, small sample size. But I really liked what Jake Fraley was doing in those first 5 games before he got hurt, and I really like what he's doing now. He has been a huge steadying force for this offense. And look, we even missed Mitch Haniger to an injury for a couple of games during this 10-game stretch, and the offense still was playing pretty well because of guys like Fraley, and also, gotta say, JP Crawford, ops plus up to 113, batting average close to 300, by far the best batting average on this team. Had a grand slam today. He's hitting for a little bit of power. I don't know where this came from. I did not expect it at all. I thought JP Crawford was a decidedly solid defensive shortstop who swung a banjo, but right now he looks like he could be a lot more than that. He looks like he could be a all-around solid player. And again, it's early and it's a small sample size, but right now he is showing me that he belongs in the conversation for the future. And also Ty France, he's gotten back on the horse after a really nasty slump. Ops plus back up to 121. Mitch continues to be Mitch. He's still doing his thing. Seager, Obviously, the numbers are not looking very pretty right now. I kind of feel bad for Kyle because he's playing every game at 33 years old, which is ridiculous. Can we please do something about this? Like, why is he playing every game? Can't we just throw like Dylan Moore at third base for a game, like one game? I don't know. Even Luis Torrens actually made a couple nice plays at the plate when he got back from being when he got called up from the AAA team. So he was maybe the most frustrating player for the Mariners in the early part of the season. So if he could come around, that would be nice. And also, final shout outs, Jake Bowers, who has had some nice plays at the plate for the Mariners so far, including a clutch home run. And Shed Long has been playing well too, who is a guy I gave up on seasons ago. I thought it was done. I thought, and again, tiny sample size. We're talking about 9 games and 36 plate appearances, but he's playing like a credible MLB player right now. And that's how you get to an offense that is producing despite no Kyle Lewis and even a couple games of no Mitch Haniger. And then we also got a very nice break in our pitching lineup when Kikuchi ended up not even missing a start, which blows me away. I thought he was going to miss several starts. Not only did he not miss a start, he came out there today, or well, yesterday. He went out there yesterday and pitched a really good game. His ERA plus is up to 117. He looks like our best starting pitcher overall right now, and I had kind of given up on having him for the next month. I thought that injury was going to keep him out, but no. Um, Dunn went on IL, which is very concerning. Sheffield is not pitching very well right now. ERA is up to 5.65. That's concerning because these guys are the future. Like Kikuchi could be good for a couple more years for sure, but Sheffield, Dunn, Gilbert, to a certain extent, Flexen, these are the guys that I really need to be good. And Sheffield's concerning me right now. He's not pitching that well. I've seen him do good in the past. I'm not throwing in the towel on him or anything like that, but right now it's just been bad baseball. But I think the most encouraging thing for this Mariners team that we're seeing right now in terms of the long term would be Logan Gilbert has looked like a credible Major League Baseball pitcher for his last several starts. He's got 2 wins now. Should have won last night. Didn't pitch amazing, but against a really good Rays lineup, he did quite well, I think. 5.2 5 2/3, gave up 4 runs. I can live with stuff like that against a really good Rays team. And he got robbed of a win because of the bullpen and, of all people, Kendall Graveman blowing the game with 1 out left. But he's pitching like a credible MLB pitcher at 24 years old. He's still a baby. So I think that Logan Gilbert pitching like a credible major league pitcher at this young age is the most important thing going for this team right now. And I'm not saying he's pitching well yet, but for where he is in his career, it's good stuff. The bullpen, I mean, Montero. I don't know what to say about this guy anymore that hasn't already been said, but I can't believe we actually put him out there last night and it worked. But what does that guy have to do to lose his job? I'm really asking at this point. How many games does he have to blow? And believe me, I get it. Kendall Graveman blew the game last night as well, or tried to. He gave up a home run with 2 outs, and somehow we still got out of there with a W. But I don't know how many times Montero has to do this. Now, in fairness, I don't know who to trust anymore. Like, Montero's got a big fat ERA, but Will Vest's ERA is way up there now. Anthony Sandwich is still Anthony Sandwich. Steckenrider, he's still pitching well. Middleton, I don't know how to feel about him right now. JT's pitching well. Sewald's pitching really well. He actually had a really good inning or two last night against Tampa. But yeah, we're running out of guys to trust in this bullpen. Guys like even an Eric Swanson's currently on the IL. Casey Sadler's on the IL. He was pitching all right. So it's not easy, but we got to do a little better than some of these bullpen guys because it makes me sad when I see somebody like Logan Gilbert pitch good enough to get a win and then the bullpen just takes it away from him. But you know what? We caught a good break with Kikuchi's injury not being serious, and with Kikuchi pitching well, Flexen and Gilbert pitching okay, and hopefully Dunn and Marco can get back into the swing of things. I don't know what's going on with Marco right now, but we know he can be good. He's done it before. Maybe we can get a good 5-man or even 6-man rotation going when Sheffield gets his stuff straight. I don't know, but this team is actually playing decently right now, I think. And unlike early in the season where we were winning and I didn't feel like we were that good, this feels a little more credible. So I'm going to get out of here. Peace out. Go Mariners. Hopefully we can keep it going. Going up against a team like Tampa and taking 3 of 4 with a chance to go 4 for 4 today, I can't say anything bad about that, but a lot of work to do. See you guys later.